Hey guys, welcome back to Blacktop Cruisers. This is Nick. So next step on getting the Crownvic swap put in to, well, we don't need to, but it's going to help us. See that little whoop, 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 there it is, that little nub right there. We got to drill a hole in the frame. Whoops. Got to drill a hole in the frame, basically 3/8 of an inch back from this hole, and then about 1 1/8 inches in from this edge, give or take. And so I went to, Harbor Freight. These were on sale for $9.99. I'm not joking, $10. So I don't expect them to last more than the 2 holes that I need to make them, because I don't have a 3/4 inch drill bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to measure it out, make our holes, and then we'll have to drill the holes from underneath for the mount here. And then we'll go inside, we'll grab our outcast upper mounts, put them on, and drill the holes for that, and then we can put the long bolts through there, and we'll be we'll have it more or less bolted in. And then the last part we got to do to get it bolted in is we got to take those stock mounts off, which you can use the stock mounts. You just have to build like a bracket to go off of the frame. But I've decided to go with the outcast rear mounts also, just because they're a little bit better. So once those things are done, then our suspension is bolted in and ready to get the steering shaft on, put the engine and transmission in, put the front clip back on. So it's a big step this weekend. We're going to try to get this thing bolted in. All right, guys, so she is located. And remember, we went 1 1/8 in and 3/8 back from the edge to edge to edge, 3/8, 1 1/8. That's in. I mean, we just got a little corrosion built up because these are aluminum pins, not nylon like you see in the 05 up. So she's in her place. So now all we got to do is drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 back there, so 7, 14 holes. 14 holes and she's in, so almost there. All right, guys, welcome back to Blacktop Cruisers. It has been, we'll call it a month. Yeah, we'll call it a month since we worked on Babe, our 68 F100. We got the old cross member out. New cross member is located. We drilled holes for the locating pins there. And then we ended up getting like 3 feet of snow over the course of a week. So we were not able to do any work on the truck because I wasn't not in the mood to dig out that much snow. We'll just let her sit. It'll be fine. So anyways, that's where we're at. But big changes coming. We got our 99 SVT Contour Ruby got accepted to the Carlisle Ford Nationals as a featured display vehicle. So what that means is we have a lot of work to do before June 1st, which is the day I need to leave to get out there the day before the show starts, so that she can get put in a tent where she'll sit for the entire weekend. So that should be fun. But first we need to get Babe on all 4 wheels. We need to at least temporarily bolt in the front cross member. And then I'm hoping I can slide the engine in quick It won't be in its permanent spot or anything, but it'll be on there. And then we can push her out of the way so we can bring, well, first so I can clean up all the snow, but second so we can start working on Ruby and getting her ready for the show in Pennsylvania, which is an 1,100 mile one-way trip. So that'll be fun. When you're this far to putting the engine in your truck and your wheel does this. Ka-chow. Alright guys, we got the engine in the truck after some sketchy stuff with our shitty Harbor Freight engine hoist. Like, thing's like 15 years old, but still works, sorta. Anyways, it's in. The front suspension and engine are not bolted in. This is not the final position of the engine because, you know, there's like, I don't know, 1.5 miles between the head and the firewall. So we did get some Outcast Auto Works setback mounts, which are going to set the engine back like 3 inches or something like that. So that'll help with weight transfer and performance. But like I said, it's not bolted in. Nothing is bolted in right now. The suspension isn't bolted to the frame. The engine isn't bolted to the suspension. So I'm just going to put a strap around it, you know, here somewhere. And then I'm going to hook the truck up to my van with the chain. And, well, the steering's not hooked up either. So this should be fun. And then I'm going to pull babe back. So, and maybe put a tire between the bumper and the truck and push her here so she's out of the way so we can melt the rest of this ice, because there's where the pad is. So we got all this, and then there's another, you know, quite a bit of ice over here, so that we can get Ruby up on the slab hopefully next weekend. So this should be sketchy. All right guys, babe is moved off to the side. Now that weird almost teenager can start breaking ice. So hopefully we'll have the contour uncovered and on the slab this week. Stay tuned for the next episode.